Alright, Marzola, you forced my hand into this. So, quick recap of what I just did. I had to go through the entirety of the Bloodmoor without killing anything, because I didn't have any ranged weapons to deal with anything. There's a shitload of quill rats here, here, and some here. There's a whole shitload of enemies in the Bloodmoor, more than I've ever really seen. I had to get all the way out to the Cold Plains in order to get anything that I could sell to buy a singular javelin. So here we are now with a superior javelin with +1 to attack rating, and that's literally all I have to show for fucking 20 minutes or 30 minutes of gameplay. Now you're caught up to speed. So the idea is to play a traps assassin in order to do this one-hit KO bullshit as soon as I can. Hey, if I had killed things, I would have just got something. That's fine. Ring, we'll take it. And this is essentially going to be a slow play. Hey, Mellophone, how's it going? Nice. Shit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Don't hit. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Does that shit matter? Yes and no. This. Does it one-shot things? 3 to 4 damage? No. No, it does not. Get that shit off. We need dexterity. And I need to turn off the light in my room so I can fucking see. Okay. I forgot. Oh, that's the escape. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's that cool rat then. Maybe I can just up the... God damn it. It fucking crashes. Fuck you! Alright, give me that ice pack. Well, guess we restart. At least I got the javelin, though. What did I get? Sell all that shit.
What you need?
Hello.
Don't really need that. And I don't need keys. And I'm going to brightness. Oh, save and close. It looks ugly, but I kind of need it a little bit lower. There we go.
They'll never see me coming.
Den of Evil. Resurfaced. I should stop opening chests and shit because they could just kill me with a static field. Or a lightning bolt. Or a firebolt. Really, essentially anything if it's trapped. Yeah, and there's a dick hole in there. Get out of there. Got another one? Yeah. Two.
Impossible.
Oh, and you do lose it. Damn. Alright. So it is definitely better to get it repaired than it is to buy another one. That's for sure. I need to wait until I'm level 6 to be able to get any useful skill.
Good to see you.
Let's go out here, go back in,
What you need?
give me some new stuff. Throwing axes require 40 dexterity and a lot of cash. Can I buy? No, I don't have 1200. Yeah, throwing knives would also be nice, but
What can I do for you?
that doesn't change it. Okay, got it. Well, we'll need that. Do I have to save quit in order for it to recycle?
Yes?
Alright, so
Good day.
none of these are going to be useful. Alright, Cloak of Shadows. Cast a shadow to blind nearby enemies, lower defenses. This one's Shadow Master, Shadow Warrior. So I basically need to get to level 30 before I can reach Duriel. That could be
Good day.
usable, I think. Does a little bit of damage, does stun. A group of enemies and convert the feeble-minded. Psychic Hammer could be usable. 1 to 3 damage, so that's a total of 6 tops, which is my minimum with Javelin. Yeah. But this is just better.
Good day.
Alright, so it is still Trap's Assassin idea, where I only have to get to level 24 in order to actually be a viable damage. Nice, he walked into it. It actually doesn't matter what armor I have. So what's going to be the most useful skill to get? I know the only thing that matters. Why does that get removed when you're moving? 41% chance to block. If I can make that 100%, you can technically get hit. Technically. Alright. No, I can just put it in my pocket though, that's why. So it feels like it's leaking everywhere. There we go. Alright, so 95% chance to hit a zombie with throw. Increasing strength won't increase my damage. And 95 is the highest it goes, which is still stupid.
Jack, what's going on, legend?
Not much. What's going on, Cranky?
Just doing some Inquisitor while I wind down.
That's a great idea. I'm doing a one-hit KO challenge
What the
on
fuck?
Diablo like an absolute fucking idiot.
So what?
If you get
You have
hit,
to kill everything in one hit, or
no. If you get hit, you die, and you just quit the game and delete the character. So
KP?
it's essentially like the slowest gameplay you'll ever see.
I can't see it at the moment.
Oh really? Shit. Oh, did I stop it streaming? I did. Here, put that back on. There we go.
Gosh, do I have to teach you everything myself? God.
Yes, absolutely.
You lost at 53 or 54. Quit. Start over. I saw it. You can't deny it.
So far, I've only gotten to level 3 on any of my successful characters. And I've been able to clear the blood more, but I died to the Den of Evil every time.
The way things run out of the fog of war in this, I don't think you're gonna get too far on it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The main, like, even if I could get past Act 1, oh, shit. Nope, fireball, dead. There it goes. As I said, I should stop fucking opening chests. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that assassin was doomed from the start anyways. Alright, what's a better idea?
Yeah.
Toggle? Ooh, that's where you can toggle.
Did you not know you can dynamically switch between the original and the remastered graphics?
I did, but I didn't know you could. I didn't know that it had to actually be the toggle here. Like it actually had a button.
Yeah, the button should work. Just hit G
Yeah.
a few times.
Oh no, I'm talking for the character select screen.
Right.
And it doesn't have it for the main screen though. All right. Well, Amazon was the best bet early game. I really need to get to level 6 on something to see if I can actually make headway though. Druids is the wolf, but Poison Creeper's fucking powerful.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't begrudge the attempt. I just feel like
no, it's gonna be bad.
I just feel this is not possible.
Yeah. In theory, the main clinching points would be Duriel. Like you would literally have to farm until you're level 30 on basically any character before you fight Duriel, or farm enough to make your Merc be able to live through the Duriel fight on the first attempt.
I mean, the other thing is, I'm 90% certain there are things in Act 5 that have Blizzard.
Yep.
And they'll just drop it on your head, and there's no warning, and it's not avoidable.
Yep. Act 3 will do that too. Act 4, when you fight Diablo, if he uses his Fire Nova, you're immediately fucked because it goes through walls and it doesn't stop, and it hits you no matter where you're at. So even if you think you ran between two of the flames, it's just it's like static field. It's literally got a 360 degree.
There's way too many
things
that have no warning and no counterplay. So
yeah, I know that for Diablo, you can glitch him to where he literally will stand there and do nothing. But I think that
Yeah, but
actually
that's-
takes setup, and you have to make sure that you
That's
don't
not
get
that's
hit
not
beforehand.
that's not reliable, and that's what
Yeah,
3-4 hours into the run.
even more. If based off of what I've gotten, it takes almost 30 to 45 minutes to get to level 3. I would say that the very early game of this is the worst part of it, because in order to start, you actually have to search chests in order to get enough money to buy a javelin. So the easiest one to do it with is Amazon, because you don't have to risk getting hit. You just get a javelin right at the start, and then you run around, kill things, and then you can become a Boazon and
Yeah,
do fairly well.
Yeah, magic arrow, but even still, like
Yeah,
there are things that
exactly.
can see
Off screen. Yep. And getting off screen by a skeleton archer is famous. The same with quill rats.
Yeah.
The whole the challenge ends technically when you finish normal mode. So that is the goal, is to just beat Act 5.
So what is
Theoretically, you could do pre-expansion and not have to do Act 5, but then you lose out on runes and rune words and shit, and that just makes it less fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you're playing for the ancients as well, because one of them likes to leap slam.
Yep, and Whirlwind is also fucked. Yeah, basically, I think the only way to do this is summons or throw barb with absurdly good luck.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
I don't know, like the amount of, like I said, the amount of the amount of damage that can happen from off screen with no warning.
Is yeah. I was actually listing all of the ways that you could die just in the blood war. And I was like, oh yeah, you can get quill ratted off screen, immediate death. You could try to kill something in melee and just get tapped, die for it. You could die to shamans in the Den of Evil, which I've already done. They can spawn or respawn fallen on top of you because you've already killed them, and they can just hit you for it. So literally everything sucks about this. Traps from chests will kill you if you don't get to dodge it, like how my assassin just died. In order to make this like a doable challenge, there's probably stipulations you would have to add to make it viable. Like traps from chests wouldn't count, because if a chest does static field on you, you're immediately fucked. Act 2, not to mention beetles, not to mention maggots, not to mention the crows, not to mention fucking lightning spires, which can just off-screen you just from spawning in.
Yeah, I mean the one dungeon where you get the Hawadwick cube.
Yeah.
That's a death trap, because everything in there does spark when you hit it.
Yep, and everything fucking oh shit. All the Radamant rejects will just outspawn you. They will always be able to outspawn you, because you won't be able to hit them unless you have Pierce with the Amazon. Or if you have like massive AoE. Necro is probably the easiest one to do this with, because Corpse Explosion and Bone Spear. But you just have to be able to get there. So that's why I wasn't choosing him at first. Because he's he is the obvious answer to it if it is doable.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're an idiot, don't do it, but I just do not think it is possible.
Yep, I already know it's really bad.
You're a grown lad, you can make your own decisions. I'm just trying to help you make the correct one.
Yep. I was in
like a good uncle.
All of this
make the right decisions.
Oh shit! It starts with quill rats. You fucking shit map. All of this was sparked because of somebody in Marzola's chat saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do OHKO D2," and I'm like, "That's a bad idea. You shouldn't do that." And he's fuck quill rats. Literally at the start. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's who I was listing off all the ways you could die just by immediately starting.
Yeah.
All right. Also, with the lowest fucking stamina in the game, Necro is quite shit to try and run around and find something to sell. Nope, nope, nope. None of you. None of that. Get the fuck out of here. I can maybe... Yeah. Alright, we got some stuff.
It's just a lot of little things about D2 as well. Like the fact that, yeah, if you're standing still, you have sort of a chance,
Yeah.
but your defense is actually dash dash
While you run. I
while you run.
immediately noticed that
It's
on
not.
the
It's
assassin.
it's not. It's not zero. It's dash dash.
Yeah,
As
it's
in
literally removed.
you do not have a defense stat.
Yep. I never knew that until when I was playing the assassin that died to a fireball.
I I was streaming D2R and I don't know what exactly his job title was or what teams he worked on, but one of the mates I've made on Twitch used to work for Blizzard,
Mm-hmm.
and he was amazed when I showed him, like, yeah, look at this. When you run, your defense is dash dash. He's, what do you mean? I opened the character sheet and started running around. He's like,
Oh
oh
shit.
wow, I didn't. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's I don't know if it was like that in the original as well, because I
No,
I
it's
had
always been
literally
that way.
never.
It
It's
has
always been
always
damn.
been that way.
I had
Yeah.
never noticed that until literally
And I just
30
tried
minutes
to
ago.
me without taking the cap off.
Nice.
It's locked.
Oh fuck! I need a key. God damn it. And Cal. Hi Cal.
Although in saying that, that friend is the source of some very distressing news. And I was quite upset when I had this conversation with him. You know how a lot of questionable shit in terms of business decisions has been going on at Blizzard?
Yep.
And everyone's immediate response was, oh, that's the Activision merger.
Uh huh.
It wasn't the Activision merger.
Oh shit.
That shit was going to happen anyway.
Fuck. Oh man, that is really
You see what I mean?
distressing.
That's
Actually,
distressing.
yeah, that's fucked up, dude. All right, we got one thing to die at least. So now we got a skeleton to deal with stuff.
Actually, it's been quite a while since I played D2. Is the season still running, or are we in between?
I think the season is still currently running. I never really check. I only play online just because I've never used to play online. Everything I did previously was always offline. Thought I would just get the full experience that everyone always raved about. And I'm like, I never played multiplayer, never understood why people were like, you kind of have to play online to actually think it's a good game. Alright, so if I remember correctly, Corpse Explosion is level 6. Yep. Skeleton is probably a really good option for the start. Yeah, and I think doing this solo self-found is probably not a good idea, but it's kind of the only way to actually prove that one-hit KO is a doable thing. Alright, go my one skeleton. Wreak havoc upon the world. Hey, a gem shrine right off the rip.
Have you got a cracked skull on hand?
Nah.
Because that would be the ideal use for. Oh no, not cracked skull.
It could give
Just
me
thinking of.
one. In my shared stash, I do have a couple of skulls, but yes, stuff. All right. I'm gonna need that level so that I can go into the Den of Evil. Then I can at least have 2 skeletons to try and deal with stuff. I think it's better that I get 2 skeletons than it is to get 1 javelin and 1 skeleton. Although the javelin does indeed do a lot more damage. However, 2 skeletons actually does some work. If they would attack the same thing rather than split their targets all the time. The one downside to pets in Diablo games, you can't control them.
Mm-hmm.
I got a small charm, yeah. Level 10, fuck. Yeah, and in this sort of challenge, gear that you get will be absolutely negligible. Like, in
Yeah.
terms of armor. Weapons, though, are the thing that will actually matter.
Well, armor's negligible anyway. Defense
Yeah.
is a garbage stat.
Yep.
Like even at the highest, if you know, wearing the heaviest ass armor in the game,
You're still pretty fucked.
that drops your chance to be hit by um, probably 5% at most.
Yeah. Alright. Stuff to sell, things to make money on, and a javelin to buy. I could probably make level 3 before I go into the den, though. So that's 1 extra skeleton. Yeah, doing challenges like this is only fun if you're crazy into puzzles.
Yeah.
Other than that, this would probably be agonizing.
Sorry, I'm just getting. I'm having to fuck around with my battle net.
I wonder if Enemies will randomly switch targets from pets to me if I get close enough. And I'm assuming the answer is yes, because I think that's happened before. Ooh, Bone Wall and Bone Cage are gonna be extremely usable.
I mean, the question becomes, does... The question becomes, does that stop projectiles? Because that...
It does, but not all of them. If I remember
Right.
correctly, from my days of absolutely spamming the shit out of those skills as a Necro, only in softcore though, it would block a majority of, if not all of Andariel's projectiles. If you use Bone Prison enough times, you can fill an entire room with Bone Prisons. And it will block everything. It doesn't block Diablo's lightning fire channeling skill.
Right.
I
Doesn't
think
stop anything Diablo does, but...
I think it does block his the fire nova, because they do dissipate when they hit something that can take damage.
Right.
But his firestorm can go right through all of it too, though. So that's the main problem. I do think that even if you can manage to get through Act 3, there's no way you can actually kill Diablo. So that's kind of where the run ends, regardless of what character
Right.
you play. Alright, and we got a skill shrine, so we're going to go make some corpses, or turn some corpses. There's one. I don't... Oh, I only can have 3? Damn. Alright, well that's fine. 3 is good enough.
I was like, announcing a new class, Blood Knight. That sounds cool. Diablo Moral. No thanks.
God damn. Yeah.
I don't know who they have doing their stuff at Blizzard though. They keep putting this weird T in a moral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I called it DI once, and Biff was like, D1 was great. And I'm like, yes, D1 was great. I think they should have just remade D1 and made it a mobile game. It would have been a better fucking option.
That would have been better than what we actually got.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have felt like an out of season April Fool's joke.
Can you fuckers please go kill the shaman? I know that you're not used to killing the summoner, because I am the summoner.
God, that guy will forever be a hero to us all. The guy that got up at BlizzCon when they led with the announcement of Diablo Immortal and went, and
What
just
the
out of
fuck?
nowhere. Not even what the fuck is like, so is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
I haven't even heard that yet. Damn. What's that? That's trash. I don't need resistances. Resistances don't matter. Don't need health potions. And these all sell for 1. So they removed that kind of cheese, so that's fine. Scroll of Town Portal for 50.
Hi there.
Oh, wait. They start with 25 dexterity? Oh, well, yeah, I guess they do need to use daggers. That does make sense. Hmm. Dagger would not be viable, right? Please hear my enemies.
There you go. Enjoy that in whatever perverse way you see fit.
Oh. Oh man, this will be hilarious.
This is a metabolism killer.
Stupid ads. Alright.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
And there's not even a hint of sarcasm or like he's legitimately asking, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
He's the hero we need.
Yeah, no, he definitely was speaking everyone's mind. It's like, so why?
Also the infamous BlizzCon where the guys on stage legitimately ask, "Don't you have phones?"
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
so that's the clip I've seen. It's like, you have phones, right? I'm like, that doesn't matter. This is going to be a shit game, and everyone knows it.
Yes, I have a phone, and I don't want to play Diablo on it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. What was it? My brother...
I've never handled my phone and gone, shit, I wish I could play Diablo on this.
Yeah. My brother... I can't remember which game it was. I think it was D2 or D1. And he was talking about how people have gotten a calculator to actually be able to play the game because they were able to program it to do so. And he was like, more people have played it on a calculator than they would want to on their mobile phone.
I mean, you've seen the up-to-date estimate on what it costs to max out a character in Diablo Immortal, correct?
No, but all I remember is that it's just absolutely absurd that they would expect people to do that.
At a conservative estimate, the current amount is $545,000.
Wow. Why?
Because they initially thought it was going to be like 100K, but apparently there's some sort of gem, a gem where you've got to pay to max it out.
God damn it.
And it's got 3 mods. And when you max the 3 mods out, the gem has a chance to spawn 2 additional mods.
Wow. So then you have to max those out.
It's so scummy.
That's criminal, basically. Yeah, I haven't even... if I remember correctly, I think I signed up for the pre-release, and then when it was like, oh, hey, you can actually play the game now, because it's out now, I never even downloaded it.
Yeah. Like, that is a large reason. Well, it's one or two... Actually. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, that and 2 other reasons. Like, 3 big reasons I will never give Blizz money.
Yeah.
It's that... I don't know if you were aware of the Blitz Chung incident.
No. Probably not, actually.
No, so, this was about 6 or 7 years ago. Big Hearthstone tournament in China, the top Hearthstone tournament in the world, and player Blitz Chung wins the tournament. When he's receiving his prize, he shows up on stage wearing a gas mask.
Uh-huh.
Which is I don't know if you're aware of that whole thing that was going on. That was sort of the big icon of, because, the recent protests in Hong Kong over, what China were doing. And that was their sign. And he turned up on stage in a gas mask and said, "Free Hong Kong, a revolution for our time."
I need my
So the CCP, unsurprisingly, lost their shit.
Yep.
So here's the sequence of events that happened. Blitz Chung got stripped of his winnings from that tournament
By Blizzard.
by Blizzard.
God damn it.
Blitz Chung got banned from Hearthstone for 1 year.
Wow.
Blizzard released put out a tweet on. Oh, I don't know if it was a tweet or a message on the weird. I think it's called Weibo, the Chinese version,
Uh-huh.
saying they were shocked and disappointed at the actions of Blitz Chung, and that they will always protect the honor and dignity of China.
Yeah, that's not something that anybody should be doing.
They then fired the 2 hosts of the live stream
Oh, wow.
for allowing Blitz Chung to say that.
Wow.
Now, the host had, as you can imagine, had zero fucking idea he was going to do that.
Yep.
They're like, nope, you allowed it to happen. You didn't stop him from saying it. Fired.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's why I sort of first said, nah, Blizzard are not getting my money.
Yep. That's a pretty big fuck up.
I mean, Blizzard did go on to lose their, because if you want to do business in China, you got to have a Chinese business partner so they can screw you over.
Yep.
Like I've had a friend who worked for a major New Zealand. I don't know if they're a vineyard or just a wine bottling company. I'm not really too clear on that. But what happened? They went to China because they wanted to set up a vineyard over there. And of course, the guys get there, and it's China, so they've got the handler, because you've got to have a handler.
Yep.
And they get to this village, and the handler's like, "Oh, what do you think of this place?" They're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. Where's our vineyard going?" "Here. This is your vineyard. This is where we're putting it." "Oh, what about the village people?" "Don't worry about them. They're your employees now."
Huh.
And obviously, they were a bit sort of taken aback, and they went, "All right, okay," went ahead with the deal.
Uh-huh.
Went back 2 years later to see how operations are going. They get taken out to the vineyard, and the government handler's like, "Look at our vineyard, isn't it good?" No, this is our vineyard. We built it here." "Oh, no. I'll take you out to where you're going to build yours, though."
Wow.
Like, fuck.
Wow. Yeah, that's I guess a way to do it. But what the fuck?
I mean, obviously, there's the whole sexual harassment.
Yep. Definitely one of the prime reasons that is very widely known.
Yeah. Just the shit like senior management going on cubicle crawls where they would get on their hands and knees and crawl around under the desks at the office and
Yep.
fucking grope female employees.
Shit that just shouldn't be done anywhere, let alone in a supposedly professional environment.
Yeah. And then there was the young lady who was a new mum, and from what I gather, she was going to the bathroom to do it, but she was expressing breast milk at work. Because Bub's got to eat, and you don't.
Is that enough to earn
The norm.
folks' trust?
Literally
I don't think
something.
I don't think anyone rational would object to a new mom expressing breast milk at work in the bathroom or whatever. It's only
Absolutely not.
private.
Yeah.
So one of the guys involved in this shit took it upon himself to steal the breast milk out of the lunchroom fridge.
God damn.
Like, what is the thought process there? Honestly, what is the thought process?
Yeah, at best, you're just a creep, and you still should be charged with something. That's at best. Otherwise, and I would say under like any other circumstances other than you just being creepy and definitely not fit for a work environment, the other one is you're actually being spiteful or malicious intentionally.
Oh no, I don't think there was enough thought going into it to count as spite.
Yeah.
There was not that level of thought would not have gone into it. It's just her this come out of titty.
Yep.
That is literally the extent of the thought that went into that action. Her this come out of a titty.
Oh, people don't make sense to me.
Oh, excuse me. Just send the meteor now.
Exactly. I'm definitely waiting for catastrophic apocalypse at any moment. Like, not gonna phase me at all. It's like we've had it coming for at least the past 2,000 years now. All right. Well, Bloodmore and Den of Evil are done now.
You took at least 3 hits, you're cheating.
Don't hit me with a fireball, please. Hey, a key. I could use that.
I'm so far behind on Cabal stuff.
Yeah, I need to start grinding that game. I don't know if I'm able to play it offline, but if I am, I will have a whole bunch of free time to actually do it when I move.
Unfortunately, it's login only.
Yeah.
Although NeoCore have said if it comes to the point where we decide to shut the servers down, the final patch will implement offline mode.
Ooh, nice.
Which is like, yeah, it sucks that it's online only, but I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, the nature of the game, it kind of has to be online.
I was gonna say, like most seasonal games just are required to be online.
Yeah.
And it is just what it is, and it has been for a long time.
And I mean, in our day and age, it's not unreasonable to assume a computer to be connected to the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why, like, most people are like, oh, you can play your games on Steam offline. Yes, but if you don't log into Steam online once a month, it will block your access.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's interesting news.
Steam will not let you access your library if you don't log in. I think it's like once a month. Like, it's got to phone home once a month.
That's actually pretty weird. I didn't know. I wonder if I've actually run into that problem and just didn't even notice. Shit. Was that a blue guy? No. Oh, nope, it is a blue guy.
I need to figure out as well if I can craft shit in this and trade it. Because obviously, because I've been playing Inquisitor quite heavily, I'm rolling in crafting mats.
Yep.
So if I can make leveling weapons for you guys with, like, you know, like Biff seems pretty keen on doing a battle sister.
Yep.
Okay, so I craft him a what's it called, a hand brazier and flamer combo, and throw 4 sockets in it so we can put heat ore into it. Or even just throw the fucking heat ore in myself. I'm rolling in runes as well.
Hey, Grumpy, how's it going? I am doing semi-well. I am waiting until Tuesday, basically, until I move.
Huh?
I'm currently
What?
streaming, too.
Ooh.
Not enough mana.
Tuesday is my train ride out to Idaho, where I'm currently moving about half of my shit. The rest of it's gonna have to stay here until I can actually get a place where I can move all of it to. This is the old Diablo that was remastered. Definitely better than the new Diablo. And I still wouldn't recommend getting it, though. I had to wait until it was literally 60% off before I could justify getting it. And 4 years after it was already made. Not a fan of Blizzard overall, and definitely not a fan of the new game. It's fine, Cranky. You can talk. That's the whole point of why I'm live right now.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if your audience would respond favorably to the word cunt.
Nah, they're good. Grumpy. Ah, fuck, I'm dead. Well, there it goes. I didn't
Well, I
even
know
notice that guy.
I know Mellophone Man's fine with it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep, I was gonna say Grumpy's a good old Aussie too.
Eh?
We can definitely use the formal greeting.
Oh, I can't.
Well, it looks like the Cold Plains is just a pain in the ass if you get out-summoned by shamans. So that's great to know.
I mean, what did you expect?
Yep. Damn. This probably needs a different format. I think Druid's probably a good test of skill for it. Because Poison Creeper is pretty fucked up. I learned that anything that's lightning enchanted doesn't shoot off lightning if Poison Creeper is the thing that's killing it.
I don't know that Poison Creeper counts as a hit. I think it just
It doesn't, apparently.
I think it just sort of applies the
Poison passively,
debuff.
yeah. Shit on that one. And then I might as well get rid of this Amazon too. It's not like I'm ever going to play in Amazon. Let's go back to...
I was kind of like the Javzon, Poison Cloud, Poison Javelin.
Yeah, back way when I had the ability to play it on a computer because it had a disk drive, we had some hacked charms that would give like a metric fuckload of stats, skills, and everything, and we would just stack.
Oh, so you're a filthy cheater.
Exactly.
I get you.
But we only ever played offline because ever since I was 5, I was playing this game, and I got one Necro through Hell mode legitimately. Well, technically legitimately. If it's offline, most people don't even consider it legitimate. But that was basically the only character I spent a lot of time on. And then after we got those charms, I was like, oh, now I could just sit and farm because that's all we did. All I ever wanted to do in this game was just get like one of every item, basically. And that's why I play most ARPGs, is to just farm the shit out of it and try to get the entire collection.
I think Mr. What's his name? Mr. Lama LLC did that. Actually sat there on a sorceress and got not every item, because obviously the way magics and the way magic items work, you're not going to get every
item,
mod,
yeah,
every mod on every base.
yep.
But he got every unique, and it's like, oh, that's actually quite impressive.
It is, and as far as I'm aware, he did it legitimately. He didn't actually have hacked charms or anything, and didn't play it through mods, and just got all of it. And that's the kind of shit that I want to do. But now the reason why I play games like this is to just do really, really stupid ideas. Now we're back to having to farm something to get a javelin early game. Yeah, playing hardcore, playing one-hit KO. Dumbest shit of my life, honestly. This game is not very user-friendly overall. And it took me a long time to realize that. Because, immediate first chest gives me everything I fucking need. Perfect. Well, time to go back to town. But, yeah, this game is horribly balanced, in all honesty. And I didn't really notice that for a majority of my life because I was using hacked charms. I'd never even cared about the balance. I was just looking for shit to get.
So what you're saying is you got real upset that the game asked you to play it properly.
Not really, because I did play it properly first with the Necro, but because I was so young, I didn't notice that you could balance a game better. I had no standard for how good a game could be or should be. And after playing Grim Dawn, and after being introduced to other ARPGs, and being told by many other people before I actually got into those games that D2 was garbage, I was like, how can you say it was garbage? It's literally my favorite game of my entire life.
I find a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for D2, and it prevents them from sitting there and picking the game apart at an actual mechanical level.
Yeah, exactly.
And just going, oh, half of this is just sort of cobbled together with butcher's twine and hope.
Yep. And after a while, like, I remember literally everyone's comments on the game, and it's not that I looked at it myself. It wasn't until I played Grim Dawn and realized, like, how well you can balance a game, and how, like, useful items can feel when you find a half-decent item. And it just made me actually think about D2, and I'm like, as much as I liked it back then, and liked playing it while cheating the whole time, it is definitely not a great game.
I mean, with Grim Dawn, like, let's face hard facts. You can do almost any skill and get through ultimate.
And get through, yeah.
Even like the real meme, or even the real memey shit like Paneni's Missile.
Yep. And
like
that, I think my very because you get 3 skill points in Grim Dawn on the first 50 levels, and then 2 for like the next up to 90, and then 1 each from there. I started to notice that because of how they allowed you to build your character and giving you more freedom right from the beginning, and being able to just like you could spread your skills around, or you could just pump it all into one and then slaughter everything that you come into contact with up until basically the last act of the game. And then
it's not even the talent points. It's the fact that almost every skill in the game has at
Is
least
viable.
a monster infrequent.
Yep.
Monster infrequent that buffs it.
It,
If not a full blown unique, or in some cases like
mythic
a
and
full
legendaries,
set.
yeah, and full sets that you can literally work around. Yeah, it Grim Dawn basically opened my eyes to there being better ways to actually make a game. And that's why I literally got addicted to that game and just stuck to it really hard for the first 400 hours of it on softcore.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like that Trojan Sky Shard build I did many moons ago.
Yep. The TSS sniper build also. There's the fact that each skill also has multiple different builds you can do with it is absurd. Like it's like how did you come up with enough ideas to make the game fun no matter how you choose to play it?
Yeah.
Whereas
The little
D2 is literally basically 100% meta base, especially if you're playing ladder or you're trying to just grind to 99. I never understood the idea of a meta because I just liked playing how I liked playing, which generally was Molten Boulder.
Yeah. But that TSS build, that's the first time I've ever done like my own build in an ARPG.
Yeah.
I've always ever used build guides because I just don't have the fucking time.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, nice. Two.
I saw that set and it's like, okay, so that buffs TSS and it buffs Sigil of Consum. Okay,
You're like, that
Oh,
should work together.
that should work together, but they're different damage types. Oh, the set turns Sigil of Consum to cold. Oh.
It's like, well, let's just get both of those.
And I just thought it worked really well because Sigil of Consum is actually a really solid skill on its own until you convert, before you convert it.
Yep.
It's just you sit there and sit on vit damage until you can convert it to cold. Is it vit?
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Vit or chaos? Vit.
It's vitality. It can turn into chaos if you use the Trog shield, if I remember correctly. I don't need these.
Suspect it's also got native chaos. One of the nodes adds chaos damage to it.
Yeah.
And then the mythical Trojan's vestments turns that chaos into lightning, I want to say.
Good day.
And then repair.
No. Yeah, so the upgrade rune adds fire and chaos. And Trojan's just goes, yeah, you're not doing enough cold damage, so that chaos is now cold.
Nice. Yeah. It is kind of weird going from like religiously playing D2 to going into Grim Dawn, and it didn't take long for me to actually catch on that you could just single damage type your way through the game, because they didn't gatekeep you by saying, well, this shit's immune to something.
Oh, that's what it is. So the mace for the set converts Vit to cold. The 4 set converts chaos to cold. And then the hat converts fire to lightning.
Oh, yeah, because it does some fire damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, so natively it does Vit. And then the upgrade to it adds fire and chaos.
I need to get my mouse fixed. One of the thumb buttons just doesn't respond sometimes, and it's really annoying.
Too much Pornhub.
Probably. Can you get poisoned? God damn. Yeah, I can still say that D2 is not necessarily a bad game, and I am still very much addicted to playing it. Even though I'm not cheating now. But
Uh-huh.
it's mostly out of the idea that I've learned how to actually play games now compared to when I used to play it. And it's more of a puzzle now than it is a collectathon.
Oh, that's rough.
I never got to play any of the Warcraft games. I actually happen to have a disc of one of them. I just don't have anything that has a disc drive to play it. Which I, in theory, could actually buy an external disc reader. That would fix my problem. But I've also had struggles, apparently, with games that do have discs, and the computer that I used to have that does have a disc drive. The OS just wouldn't allow me to install and play games from shit that was at least more than 20 years old for some reason.
Well, the first two Warcrafts are on GOG.
Those ones mostly a single player thing, or were they always like from the start multiplayer?
They've got campaign modes, but
Not much other than that.
yeah.
Well, besides multiplayer.
So, this is where
All right.
And as Malaphone points out, you can technically buy Warcraft 3 Reforged on Battle.net, but I don't know that I can in good conscience recommend it.
I wouldn't buy anything from Battle.net if I can avoid it. If I can get it somewhere else, I will.
Fair.
As long as somebody's skimming the profit off of them, I'm okay with somewhat justifying getting in any old Blizzard IP. Like, I do want StarCraft and StarCraft 2, but I don't want to get it through Blizzard. Which is the only reason why I got this game. I was like, if they're gonna discount it at fucking nearly 80%, I'll pull it off of them for as cheap as possible, so that they don't really benefit from it. And that was after years of me saying I don't want this game at all. I would rather just play the original, but I can't get any of my discs to work. Of which I have, I don't know, I have 3 Diablo 2 battle chests and 2 copies of the Lord of Destruction and 1 copy of the original single disc for D2. Alright, so level 6. Poison Creeper does so much.
So what's your plan for Iron Dariel, who's poison immune?
Well, that one, if I get to her, I'm most likely not going to be level 24 or 18. I might actually have to just grind to 18 and then do Dire Wolves and Spirit Wolf spam. I mean,
If you're
okay,
playing
let's see.
If you were playing offline, you could do Players 8.
Yeah, then grind faster. And also
Yeah.
be lagless. That's the main thing that I would do offline for. But the reason why I'm doing it this way is because Marzola was like, "Yeah, I don't consider doing offline as a good proof of concept." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll show you it's doable online." It's like if anyone's gonna be able to do this dumb fucking bullshit, it's gonna be me. I'm stubborn enough. I'll get this shit to work. And if I remember correctly, this game has the nasty habit of if you level something up, you have to resummon it for it to actually get the stat boost.
Yep.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh shit, I'm full. Alright.
Good day.
One more.
Okay, somewhere along the line I hit 93 and didn't
That's
even notice.
I sold it on accident. Damn. I forget how to equip it with the hotkeys. Who needs one to energy anyways? Dexterity. I already have dexterity. Yeah, so I think Andariel's going to be hard enough, not for the fact of not being able to damage her with poison, but just being able to stay alive if she throws her poison net. Like the single shot charge, not a problem. I can dodge that for the most part. Killing
Yeah,
everything in the
she's got
first
the-
room is a pain in the ass, though.
That-
If you're trying
Her
not to get
poison
hit.
bolts is spooky as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, for this challenge, there's a lot more to worry about than if you have enough damage to deal with something. You actually have to deal with, can I not get hit first?
Do me a favor, go over to the blacksmith and check their armor.
Good to see you.
Because if you can reliably do the dark tower, stealth is going to be huge. Grab that padded armor.
This one? Oh no.
Talel goes in that padded armor.
Oh, two-socketed shield. Oh, there we go. That's what you're talking about. I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
didn't see one with sockets. You caught it before I did.
Yeah, so many times I've had to sit there scanning. I've become quite adept at scanning for sockets.
I rarely ever look for them in vendors. I almost exclusively rely on drops to get me the right number of
Yeah.
sockets on gear.
No, that makes sense. But for your purposes, because you're not really focused on defense.
Yep. Stealth
but-
is really
and
good. I was wondering.
Stealth has 25% FRW, so
Yeah, I was wondering what, in terms of gear, like what can actually be useful for this, and most of the things are gonna just be rune words. Making any merc nearly invincible is also pretty much the only way to get past this. And that merc would have to be Act 2 mercenary only. Like, there's no other option for it.
Act 2 prayer merc with malice.
Yeah.
If LF.
That's not even that hard. If I do make it to the Black Marsh, that is actually a plausible way to do it. Go
weapon.
Go creeper.
I
go.
don't know what you put in the weapon.
Malice, I think, is a 3-socketed melee weapon.
Yeah.
Or is it swords only?
Yeah. No. I always when I do a melee character, I I refuse to walk out of Act 1 without what is steel?
Let me.
Tier L. So I'll walk out with at least one steel weapon for myself. I'll walk out with a stealth, and I'll walk out of Act 1 with the IFLF pole arm.
Oh yeah, steel. Shit. I don't even know all of the rune words because I used to never even use them. I think the only ones I used most were Delirium, mainly because it was one of the few that I actually was able to make on my own as a solo self-found character. For a druid, no less, actually. That druid was indeed shit, though. It could not do fucking anything.
Yeah. So Malice goes in any melee weapon.
Any? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I happen to have 2 Malice long swords, but I'm gonna try doing this as SSF. I was gonna say, Poison Creeper, please kill the fucking shamans. But if he's able to keep all of the fallen ones at bay, so when they do spawn, they don't actually hit me, I'm actually kind of in the clear.
Shit, 2 Malice weapons? That's ambitious.
I was thinking about putting it on a barb merc, just for the fuck of it, just to see what it does. I've never used the barb merc for more than like 35 minutes.
I've never used anything except the Act 2 prayer merc.
Yeah. I've tried to use all the mercs, and most of the time I just leave them dead when they die. Because I never knew that you can make one practically invincible. I never thought they were of any actual use until I realized that when you give them ethereal gear that is actually good, it never breaks, and they could do more damage than you do.
Yeah, that ethereal gear doesn't mean anything to them because they don't incur durability on it.
Yep. Oh yeah, kill that horde. Do my work for me.
But I'm just sitting trying to think of how you get the regen life 10 to counteract the steel of the Malice.
Yeah. The idea for that is probably to do it with a paladin and have the barb merc and a paladin to get prayer for him.
Right.
That or just constantly waste potions on him.
Because at the level where you get to Act 2, the prayer mercs come with prayer aura that gives them regen life 5.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it can start with +5 or +6 depending on the level you get them at.
Yeah, so it automatically counteracts
Malice immediately.
Because Malice has drain life 5.
Oh shit! I have 3 stamina potions. Maybe I should use those. I'm already out of portals, and they haven't dropped one. And those are low quality gear, but I'm gonna need. I actually will need cash for this run. Shit! Don't run. All right. So when do I start getting diminishing returns on Poison Creeper is the real question. And then also besides that, if I only have 18 levels and I get the +1 skill from Akara, I will have 17, 18 full skill points to be able to use. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Heart of the Wolverine. Carrion Vine doesn't matter. Honestly, this is a shitty way to think of this, but the best way to probably do this is full summon build. In order to fight Duriel, I'm going to need to farm to level 30 or 31. Probably 30. And then I will have to use Spirit of the Barbs and Bear as the only way to actually deal damage.
Oh, fun fact: Poison Creeper sits at a pretty consistent.
Curve, yeah.
Yeah. So level 1 is 12 to 18,
Yep. And
and then
then
it's
2 is
25.
25 to 31. And
Yeah,
then
it'll sit there. It'll sit there and alternate between increasing by 12 and increasing by 13,
yeah.
up until when you go from 16 to 17.
That's when it changes. Okay.
Yeah. So
So
level
basically
level 16 Poison Creeper is 200 to 218 poison damage. Level 17 is 225 to 246.
yeah.
The curve actually improves at later levels.
Yep. Fuck. I mean, I could always use the reset stats and skills just to fight Indario, and then try to. Well, actually, no. Maybe I can use it to fight or go back to like solo Poison Creeper after Indario instead of working up to Indario that way. So what I should do.
I put the progression in Discord.
Go. Oh, nice. Yeah. Life
At
goes up
some
to
stage,
250 or
at
520.
some stage, you want to jump across to feral combat and get rabies.
Yeah, I was gonna say rabies is the only way to actually increase its damage exponentially. Yeah, I think that might actually be pretty good of an idea. I would have to go. I mean, for the first 5 levels, I can do Poison Creeper, put one into Raven, then go into Dire Wolf, or not Dire Wolf, Spirit Wolf, then go into Dire Wolf when I hit 18, and literally just grind to 18 in Act 1, which is not hard if you're full clearing maps, you'll actually get to 19 pretty easily.
Sink Den of Evil and Book of Radaman into the prereqs, and you'll be set.
Yep.
Is that all of them?
Oh, and the Den of Evil is done. Nice.
So literally just sit on your Den of Evil point.
Yep, for a while.
Because rabies is what, level 18?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Den of Evil. Just sink the Den of Evil into wolf form now.
Yeah. Because Poison Creeper doesn't need... It really doesn't need the extra help past level 5. Because it will handle most things pretty easily. So long as it doesn't, I don't know, derp out and run into a wall the whole time. Which it is pretty good at doing its job. Finding enemies to actually hit. I haven't gotten to the Cold Plains with this one yet, so off we walk. I just gotta remember to walk pretty slowly to make sure that the Poison Creeper will kill things before I get hit by an archer or something. At first I was thinking doing Raven spam to make things blind, so that I just don't have to worry about getting hit. But their blind chance is just shit all the time. So it's not quite worth sinking enough points into it to make it worth it. My true test for proof of concept for this would actually be to see if it can be done on a pre-farmed geared character in hell mode. Like if you could with not even like a fully leveled character, you don't even need to be at 99 to actually probably check it out, but
I can't carry anymore.
it would probably be best done like that and see if it's even possible to go through hell mode without getting hit after even having every single piece of gear you would need to attempt doing so. Because to not get hit while using Enigma wildly is still really hard. So I think you still are required to do the really long, slow game of patient running around waiting for something to die. I've gotten to level 3 mostly. Now I'm at level 4, so this is currently my highest. But, I don't think curses would count, because they don't technically deal damage to you. I also don't think Duriel's aura would count, because if I remember correctly, it doesn't do damage. But it does slow you, which makes it impossible to try and dodge Duriel if you are actually trying to dodge him. Later, KP. Have a good... It's actually morning for you. It feels weird to be streaming at night again. And remembering that everyone else is doing what they would normally be doing. Fire enchanted things, if they have, the aura of fire, not just actually fire enchanted, but, that would count as getting hit. So, if you're in hell mode and you get one of those packs, you're actually fucked because their range on it is absurd. But the damage on it is not that high, so it's literally only shitty if you're doing one hit KO.
I can't carry anymore.
Getting hit by trapped chests and corpses and stuff, that counts as a death. At least I will be counting it as a death. I already killed off an assassin due to that. So this is essentially that like Gore Stack, but worse because the game is poorly balanced in comparison to Grim Dawn. I really do feel like the Gore Stack challenge is 100% only viable because it was Grim Dawn. Like, you couldn't ever make an equivalent challenge for a different ARPG and it still be a viable gameplay. Torment 1 D3? Just a solo self-found. Yeah, I think I usually tried to do that too. If I remember correctly, every time I would start a new season when I was playing the game semi-frequently, I would try to start in Torment 3. And it would just be like the slowest fucking slog the whole time, but that was something that I thought would just be fine.
I am overburdened.
Oh, I am in the Cold Plains. That was the whole point of getting out here. It really is rough.
The Order welcome
I think the reason why I thought it would be fine is because before they revamped it and made Torments, I was trying to do it on Inferno difficulty. I was like, oh yeah, you could just start a character on Inferno once you've already unlocked it. And I was like, yeah, this is a smart idea. And then I stopped playing the game for fucking, like, 14 seasons. But that was when I only had it on console, not on an actual fucking playable game. You couldn't? Yeah. All I remember is getting into Inferno with just a shit character that wasn't probably supposed to be there, and it was just super slow. And I was like, well, cool. Yeah, I forgot. They had a weirder way of how the difficulties worked, because didn't you did technically have to beat the game in order to get the other difficulties, like they are normal in hell or nightmare in hell in this game. I guess that is one part that they made the game better, was you were able to choose right from the start where you wanted to be difficulty wise. Oh, so trash. 24 damage. I need exploding potions. Yep. Yeah. D3 is technically a marvel for a Diablo game, as much as I still hate the game.
Hello.
Alright, what was I gonna do? Buy an ID scroll. ID. Ooh, 4 to mana, maximum damage, we'll take it. It's better than nothing. Alright, I hate this map layout. It's kind of disgusting, but... Don't spawn, don't spawn. Just stop, stand still so you can die. Javelins are terrible. Maybe throwing knife is a better idea. Speaking of the devil. Oof. Nah, fuck it. Look at that damage. I just need to not waste ammo like that, though. So maybe it's not a great idea. No, too far out of the way, I guess. I might... fulminating potion. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Nope, run away. Run away. Get him, Vine. Get him. I'm just gonna get fucking out-summoned there. And die for it. Alright, well, we'll put this on that. It'll be a backup for if I actually need to do damage personally. 13 out of 25. Alright, so...
You don't do damage yourself. Don't lie to me, Jack.
Yeah, no, I don't. I one thing I can say about this game is that they did make a game that was good for modding community, because after I was able to actually re-get it running on my old computer, the one and only thing I did was actually get Pluggy, and it was my first introduction to playing basically any game with mods, and I loved it. That it felt like they didn't even like rebalance the game essentially, but they definitely added some good quality of life improvements that made it feel like they rebalanced the game entirely. And then for some reason it got bricked on the computer and no longer wanted to play the game anymore. Go Vine go. Bovine bow. I'm assuming that's a bot. I can't really tell. Do I even care? Killix, are you a bot? If you're a bot, say no. Alright. The message seemed kind of off. I was like, this almost seems like one of the... But the reason why it seemed a little weird is like it was very D2 specific. So I was like, I don't know if people would have made D2 bots that would like just scour Twitch. It would be kind of interesting. I don't have a key. Damn. That makes sense. Yeah, I am currently doing technically solo self-found, but only technically. It's mostly just for the idea of can we make a character that gets through the normal game and not get hit a single time. I don't know how long I'll try it just doing solo self-found, but there will probably be a breaking point at some point. This character is actually online, or it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be stuff up here that would denote that it's online, but I guess I might be offline. Yeah, usually there's a version number and stuff, but I might have hit something that removed that. That word had too many syllables in it. Apologize!
One clap words only, Jack. Come on, matey.
I still think it's funny that Torg even knew the word syllable.
Torg's great.
Torg is great. Literally, I think he is my favorite character of the entire Borderlands series. He reminds me a lot of Hercule from DBZ.
I'm good at explosions and bad at apologizing. It's a character flaw.
It's a character flaw. That is definitely true, Biff. you have been through some really weird shit on Twitch. You bitch. Stop running. I do wish a lot of these things would just not sidestep every javelin I throw, but that's just this game. Throwing weapons, like I do give anyone credit for attempting throw barbs. I really do, because fucking throwing weapons are awful in this game. Grim Dawn just made everything better by just adding gun. Like, why wouldn't you put guns in ARPGs? Yeah, the regenerating ones are nice. I forgot that when you run out, it destroys the item, and you just lose it entirely. Even, it does that for unique ones too, right? If I remember correctly. Because you can run out of the Thunderbolt Maiden Javelin thing for Amazons, and it'll just delete it. I didn't know that for a long time, because I just never used them.
I mean, limited ammo is just not fun anyway.
Yeah. Oh, lightning resist or poison resist? Doesn't matter, because if I get hit, it's trash. Don't need that. I do need this one. Hey, thanks for the follow. You're bad, I suck. What's up? I think you were in Marzola's stream earlier. Or, at least a name exactly like this came up.
Good evening.
Alright, so do I need to keep any of those? Yeah, just keep it on me. I don't even technically need the stamina shrine on me. Oh, Marzola Magic, who was playing D2 earlier today, he directly said something about, you're bad, I suck. And he was saying, oh, that name would piss me off if it was in like a game of Call of Duty and I got slapped by somebody like that. Made some remarks accordingly. So it's kind of weird that like the exact phrase popped up again, but it could just be entirely coincidence. And my memory is weird, so I kind of just remember a lot of things for no reason. Oh, he walked into it. Good job, man. Good job. I was right. And when I'm right, I'm right. Fuck. Run away. Run away. Run away. Just getting fucking out-summoned here. Fucker. Die. No, 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 no. I spawned you in the building for a reason. Go kill that fucker. There we go. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Cooperation. God damn, I would love to do this offline because I would like to hit things where it's actually at and not where it lags to. Where are we at now? It's 4? Okay. I forgot that I could just check that. Alright, run away. No, I don't have to run away. Vine, kill everything. Vine, fucking kill everything. Kill the summoner first. What? Why did he not get poisoned? What the fuck is going on?
Just doing that matrix dodge.
This is fucking bullshit. Alright. He's using rock tech. I need to know what... I need to do that myself, honestly. Show me your ways. Alright, now that he's blinded, I'll go poke him. Now, the fun thing about this is stamina potions are your only way to escape, technically. Oh, that's... So it's not like you just can't get hit. It's you just couldn't... You could just avoid poison creeper. Fuckers. Broken. Broken strat. Wish I could abuse. Alright. Surprisingly, no portals have been dropped. So we're gonna have to run my ass all the way back. I do have ravens now. My initial idea when I first tried it on Druid was to do a raven spam build
Hello.
for the early game, but it's just not as cost effective as Poison Creeper is. Trash.
Good day.
Repair. Trash. 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 And this character can actually benefit from buying keys, but then again, I gotta remember to just not open chests. Unless I have actually high move speed. Then it can be maybe okay, but that will be risky nonetheless the whole time. Yeah, because if it does static field, I'm fucked. Damn, that's actually pretty nice just to have for sell value. Another thing that I thought about, blocking, I would have to consider as not getting hit, but you would actually have to know that you blocked. I think, essentially, so long as you don't lose life, you're fine. I think that's the plan. I don't know if I will say that, max stamina might be better. Oh, and it sells for 69. Fuck yeah. We'll just have to sell it just for that.
Good day.
But, like, getting hit from the fire on the ground, and, like, if you're in the Countess's area, where there's the, star of fire.
If she throws, oh yeah, that, and if she throws a flame ball under you,
yeah, you're fucked. So I think walking into this building, if I get hit, I will definitely count that as a hit, because if I'm gonna count traps from chests as hits, I might as well count that.
Your sensitive human flesh can't have a little bit of fire on it. Oh.
Yep. Alright, back to throwing. So in the event that I go somewhere that I actually have to cross that, it is a save quit and hope that it doesn't happen again. Slap that beast.
See, when I was your age, we relished the chance to be immolated. We'd walk 15 miles barefoot in the snow just to be set on fire. Uphill both ways.
Yep. Why does that sound familiar? Short bow.
The four Yorkshiremen.
Ooh, 2-socketed short bow already. Fuck yeah. I'll take that.
Who the fuck are you calling a Canadian biffo? Now listen here, cunt.
You're like, I will not be mistaken for a Canadian. Yeah, that definitely sounds accurate too. Alright, what's this first one? Stony Field. If I had a fucking portal... No, that wouldn't matter because I would still use the portal if I'm at Blood Raven. Do I dare go in the cave? Not yet. If we're gonna die there, I'll die there 30 minutes from now. How am I gonna kill Blood Raven?
With great difficulty.
I mean, Poison Creeper can handle her pretty well. It's just if I get hit is the problem. And she doesn't really like fighting summons. She really does like fighting the summoner on a regular basis, usually. Sometimes I definitely see her do things that don't make sense, though. So I hope this is one of those times.
It's going to come down to the poison creeper seeing her before she sees you.
Exactly. At least she doesn't spawn skeleton archers. That's the one thing I can actually be happy about, I guess. And secondarily, I just have to hope that Poison Creeper is enough to kill her ads every time before they actually do any sort of damage. It's a good thing that she can't spawn them right on top of me, though. She actually has to spawn them pretty close to herself. Running away, running away. Oh. I didn't technically take damage, so that's good. I'll count that. But I did get hit, theoretically. Or at least I made the I got hurt noise. Can she shoot me through the wall? No. Poison Creeper, please. Yes. I could do it from here. Alright. Yeah, but I would just have to hope that I get enough economy to keep mana potions going, or to keep having town portals so I could just jump back and forth after summoning 12 ravens. Did she run away or nope, nope, nope. She did run away, she just didn't die. Stop fighting things randomly off screen and go fight her off screen. Not so randomly. I do have an exploding potion.
Oh, thank fuck for that. The last two Cabal missions this week were resource gathering.
Nice.
Yeah.
Overburdened.
So
Fuck, fuck,
2 weeks, the Cabal should be level 3.
Please. Oh. She could shoot me through the fence, but I still didn't lose life. Maybe she is technically doing damage? I can't tell. I didn't see my health go down, so we're going to count it.
Your time is past, Blood Raven. I can't carry anymore.
Alright, well, now I need a portal. Yeah. There is a chance that she can miss, and it's weird that you still make the get hurt noise when they do miss. Man. Now I remember why dump stats are indeed what they are, and that is vitality and energy. Because adding to dexterity does not help your chances of hitting anything, even at low levels.
I am overburdened.
Alright, well. God, I wish
I mean,
something would drop a portal. Fuck.
No, Vit means nothing when you're doing one hit.
Well, the only reason you want to dump vitality, even in a one-hit KO scenario, is so you have enough stamina to run the fuck away.
This is true.
But if you have a good enough supply of stamina potions, that is also a moot point. And you can always buy stamina potions.
It's just normal leveling rules, isn't it? Strength for gear, dex to maintain 95% block hit and block chance, and then everything else in the Vit.
Well, dex just to use weapons that you may or may not be using. Outside of that, you don't even need dexterity. Unless you're a melee character, then it kind of matters. But only kind of, because even if you were to like dump all your points into dexterity, you still wouldn't be able to get a 95% chance to hit on a majority of things in hell mode unless you have gear to support it with insane amounts of attack rating. Like, I only had a 45% chance to hit Blood Raven, and I've just been dumping everything into dexterity already. And this is only normal mode. Oh, I have another skill point? Why didn't I use it? Yeah, stamina shrine. It's the second time I've used the same stamina shrine, which means I've been here for a fucking long ass time. Oh, you know, I don't think you'd be able to beat Act 5, ever. Just on the
Where's
catapults
that?
alone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, they shot a poison cloud. You're fucked. You lose. You literally can't do anything about it, actually, at that point, either. Maybe the idea of this concept was meant specifically for pre-expansion characters. Except for the fact that the person who did it as a proof of concept played as a druid, so that's already moot. And I am also doing it as a druid. Yeah, this might actually just be impossible to do. Getting I would say getting past Diablo would probably be an achievement enough to call it actually finished. Unless some wild cheese is found or created. I don't know what the hotkey is for auto-equipping things, but oh well. Trash the knife. And fuck it, I'll just sell the keys. Just prevent me from even opening the fucking chests. Who needs loot?
Good evening.
What is the one that I need? Ort F? Zephyr? Yeah.
Greetings.
I mean, I think I have one in my shared stash just to check if that's what I'm actually looking for. I don't. It's already muled. Okay. I'll find out later. If I ever drop an Ort. Oh, buy portals. That's what I should do. I actually have money to do so. Buy portals. This is the first time I've bought a book of portals ever since I started playing D2R.
Really? I buy the books all the time. They're convenient.
I like putting really stupid stipulations on how I play the game.
I mean, that's obvious, you know.
So I only ever really run with a single town portal, just in case I actually do need to go back. Otherwise, I only wait for one to drop for me to get back to town.
I mean, you must eat plenty of the lead paint when you're a kid. I mean, you might call it wall candy, but
the amount of random shit that I've probably eaten would maybe not astound you, actually. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna see if you know how old I was when I did it. If you could just guess. I once found a random singular gusher sitting on the ground, and I picked it up, brushed it off, and ate it.
yeah, I don't need to hear stories about what you did yesterday.
Mind you, I'm only 25 currently. And I did that in the middle of high school. 10th grade. At PE. And the person who was near me was like, what the fuck did you just do? And I'm like, What do you mean? I ate a gusher. Like, it wasn't obvious that's exactly what I fucking did. And it wasn't even a dare or anything. I didn't even tell them, oh man, I found a gusher. I literally just walked over, picked it up, and popped it in my mouth right in front of them. And they were like, I cannot fucking believe you. Ooh, a short staff. Also, this well is refilling really quickly. I did not remember that they refill that fast. I thought they took forever. Oh shit. Oh shit, they're champions too. Don't run into it. Fuck. There it is. And that's lag. I literally was on the other side of it, and it still hit me. Well, Stony Field is as far as I've gotten then. Oh, and I also ran out of fucking javelins. Damn. Yeah, I honestly think that this probably isn't possible. It's a weird little thing to try and do. Yeah, mostly because this was spurred on by Marzola. Well, he actually told me to stop doing it immediately and that nobody should ever attempt it because he's already against gore stack ideas at all. But he was complaining about the person who posted a proof of concept for this idea, that they were doing it offline and that you could just have a whole bunch of manipulations from the map to random enemies to not being random. Like, you just map it out and know where things are at the whole time, every time. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll show you if it's doable on offline or not.
Good evening.
And so it began. The idea of trying to do one-hit KO.
Good evening.
Dumb bullshit. Right from the rip. Alright, let's sell these. But yeah, so even... I think Act 1 is doable. Act 2 could theoretically be doable. Yeah, if you can't dodge, you're fucked. And if it's lagging, you can't dodge. Doesn't matter what you do. You're just not allowed to. Game will just say, no, that definitely hit you. And he was questioning why somebody would be doing it offline. And I was like, well, yeah, maybe it is because you're cheating and trying to, like, manipulate it so that nothing will ever really be dangerous. But I also know for a fact that you would only want to ever do a challenge like this offline purely for the fact of having no lag. That is literally it. And because it was a proof of concept, I think that's why it's viable and fine to do it offline rather than be online. Is because you're not actually trying to make it its own challenge and something that has to be done in an online setting. It's just to fuck around and see if you have enough motor skills to make sure that you don't get hit by things that you can avoid. But then again, like the gore stack, there was never any like actual written rule set to deal with. So I don't know if they were allowing for you to actually be able to block something. So if you blocked it, the run's not over, or if you just get hit and if you make a sound that you got hit, and you just quit out and restart. But and then even more, if there's fire on the ground, does that count, or does the countess, like when they use firewall, is that the only one that actually matters? Because nothing else ever casts firewall. So yeah, this is just a little bit more in-depth idea for a proof of concept, and it's now proven that it's probably just not doable. You could theoretically, like, if the stipulation would be you just not allowed to heal after getting hit, like you just never get to go back to Akara to make health, but then that can just be technically gotten around if you get a prayer merc instead. But if you just leave it as a no healing run, then you just force yourself to not get a prayer merc, force yourself to not use potions to heal, and force yourself to not use a well or refilling shrine or any of those. That would probably be a little more sensible than a one-hit KO. I know that Llama SC did a no skill run, uh, and that's not necessarily even impossible either. It's probably not hell viable though. I don't think anything in this game is technically hell viable, because if you have to play in a certain way in order for it to work, that's not viability. That's just bullshit. If I can't take my Molten Boulder all the way to fucking Bale in Hell mode without uh, requiring very specific items all the time to do it, that's just meta and it's kind of bullshitty. But that is this game, so that's not something I complain about anymore. Because I can, as I obviously still play it for whatever reason. Right. Trash, 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 trash. Keep that. What's IK? And I've actually never seen an Uber fight in my entire life. Immortal Kings? Yeah, no. That, I probably should have actually recognized that. I didn't know you were talking about the set. But yeah, no, I've never even seen an Uber fight. Well, so seeing as I haven't died, I might as well just turn this into a normal druid now. So we're gonna waste my reset stats and skills. And then go back to what I normally play. Oh, I'm not even level 6 yet. Fuck. Yeah, well. That. Yes. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Immortal Kings is actually still stupid powerful, regardless of who you put it on. So long as they can actually equip it. I forgot that I actually used a portal for once.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have anything. Alright, go get Rakinishu. Go do it. Do my dirty work. Alright, now I have Molten Boulder. That's all I want.
It looks like it's just an enchantress build.
Dump stats. Woo!
Nah, delete it. Fuck it off. Start over. Come on. How dare you put
Oh,
How dare you put points into energy while I'm watching?
you're actually right. It is considered OHKO, so I might as well actually delete it. If I'm gonna make a normal druid, I might as well just make a normal druid. But I already have one currently.
I swear to God, if you put points into energy, you're banned.
Yep.
I will find a way to ban you from your own channel.
Alright. Back to my OG druid. This is my double hardcore druid. This is what I've been attempting other than one-hit KOs. If my Merc dies, he loses everything that's on him, and I just have to buy another one. I just let him be dead. Now, I wanted to take it to an extreme and be like, well, if your Merc dies, you only get one Merc per act per difficulty. So you have to keep them alive so long as you actually get one. So I could theoretically have skipped Act 1 Merc and waited until Act 2, and if my Act 2 Merc died, I could go back to Act 1 to get a Merc if I needed one. But I don't think I want to go that far yet, because I'm still shit at the game. And I don't necessarily want to play meta builds. And if I do play meta builds, it will make doing that a little bit easier. But I just like playing with Boulder, so. Yeah, exactly. At least beat it in Hell mode on hardcore. I got pretty close, sort of, if you count Act 2 Hell mode close. For a Boulder mainly druid. He was indeed half summoner, half Boulder, because what the fuck else are you gonna do, really? You don't really have much option outside of that. Do I not have? Oh yeah, that's right. What level am I? 22? Yeah, that's right. I don't have Dire Wolf yet. Damn. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I have beaten Hell mode once, just not in hardcore. Legitimately beat it once. I've beaten it many, many times with fucking hacked charms. No problem. Real fun way to play when everything's just throw an ice orb here and everything in the fucking world dies. I should probably check which one I have to go to. Stupid little smiley face, got it. But yeah, so on that note, the reason why I'm here with no potions and nothing to show for Duriel's fight is because I was trying to keep my Merc alive, and he died, and when he died, the fight kind of went to shit because I was using the wrong skill for a good 5 seconds. Which I would have beaten Duriel and not had to get a whole new Merc, but oh well. Triangle. If this isn't the one that I need, then I'm going into all of them as I go up the route again. Just for some extra XP and shit. Also, Molten Boulder looks better in original graphics. Not gonna lie. God, it feels good to get hit again. Two-socketed. Why do I even have that? I do actually kind of want that. Cold resist, poison, all the fucking keys. I don't even need that many keys, but... Yeah, my first druid when I got here, it was a really sketchy fight. I didn't have to save quit though. I managed to actually be smart and do stuff. That one died to the controls getting locked at Nightmare Bale's throne room because the game acted as though my cursor was outside of the actual game, and that was some horse shit. So I couldn't actually deal with that kind of death at least. And I was like, fuck it, I have to make another one to prove that it is doable with Molten Boulder to get into Hell mode, no problem. And then I actually did. That one, without the controls locking, did fine in Nightmare mode, and kind of stomped Bale. But that one, the second one, died to me being actually blind and not being able to see one of the raptors that two-shot me in Hell mode in Act 2. And so here we are with this, actually attempting the double hardcore challenge idea. So pseudo. I might give it up after this bit Duriel attempt. Wow, that fucking hurts. Oh, traps in here. Man, that would be a pain in the ass on one hit KO. I did learn that the easy way to do the double hardcore merc idea is to just wait until you're level 30 before you get a merc. That way you have a bear, and you don't have to worry about your merc just walking up and dying all the time, because your bear is doing it for him. Unless he's just stupid, which happens a lot. Go pick... Oh, that's why. You're full. Ooh, 3-socketed claymore? I do wish that for Resurrected, they made the Herodric Cube's stash space a little bit bigger. Like, just a 4x4 would probably suffice, honestly. But that's just an annoyance from me, I guess. Nobody else has ever bitched about it, from what I hear. superior with how many sockets? One. Trash. Is there one more down here? I think there is. Nope. Okay. Man, this map is ingrained in my head, I guess. I don't even think I actually counted these, but I somehow knew that that one was the end. Oh, that is true. That'll fix it. Yeah, what time is it? It's only 1:48? Okay. I'll try to kill Duriel, and if Duriel kills me or I have to save quit, then I guess I'll be done. If I manage to kill Duriel, though, it might make me want to play a little bit more. Once I can actually get a Boulder Druid to finish Hell Mode, I want to do a Were Druid and see how far I can push one.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Might as well.
Good evening.
Oh, I have a lot of scrolls. Oh.
Good evening.
I don't happen to have the two. No, I don't. Okay.
I can't carry.
3, 2, 2. Oh, Biff, do you happen to know if it's even like a doable thing to get to level 30 in Act 1? Or does the XP curve and the XP scaling just make it not actually possible? Oh, these guys cast Flame Wall. I forgot about that. Health Shrine. One of these is mana, I think, right? No, we'll take stamina.
I am overburdened.
Hmm. Can get that on the way out.
I am overburdened.
Ooh. Not useful, but at least it's just extra stats.
I can't carry anymore.
And all of a sudden, the ice pack in my pocket is not doing enough to keep me cool.
Will you be honest with us? Were you ever cool? Oh, I mean, sorry, you mean temporary. My bad.
Oh shit.
Disregard.
Minor healing? Sure, fine, I'll take it.
Okay. This is a dumb idea, but it's going to be done.
Now you're thinking like me. I approve.
+8 mission with only blue items.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like what I try to do. It probably explains why I haven't made much progress in that game. I keep trying to do +5 and above, and it's like, I just need to at least slightly gear a character before I start playing higher level.
I am overburdened.
Because it's not like I actually know the game very well. And it's also the fact that they don't have a hardcore mode that still even have characters.
There kind of is a hardcore mode, but only for endgame activities. So I don't know if you've opened the Void Crusade yet. Those you can do those as hardcore, but it just means when you die, the whole thing quits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I did unlock those, but I haven't attempted one yet. These can go in here. Stack.
I may be running around with 40% shield drain. Oh god, that's a Space Marine.
Do I even need the 6 to strength? Not really. Hey, at least they actually made it so you can check the base value. That's nice. I don't remember that being an original feature. I mean, maybe I can check it right now. Yeah, no, that's not an original feature. I also like that when you are able to change from one graphics to another, it actually removes the quality of life features that they added.
I didn't know you lived in the US, Chris.
Yep.
I was talking to Mr. Biffo the other day about how Path of Exile shows that Chris Wilson is nostalgic for a version of Diablo 2 only he played.
Shit. That's funny. That sounds accurate though. It does seem like everyone played a different version of the game when they talk about it. And then when they go back to it, then they realize, oh no, it does seem kind of shittier than what I remember. I wish I could actually like PoE, but there's literally no way I can.
They've built a little community, a little garden of bloody dickheads that think if things are easy, then it's not true experience. No, fuck off.
Yeah,
If
I just want a
things
really
being a painful
complex
chore don't make things being a painful chore don't make them hard. They make them painful chores.
Exactly. Like, I'm all for painful chores so long as you are the only one who brought it upon yourself. That's why I tried to do one hit KO on this. That's why I do gore stacks. It's self-imposed. It's not forced upon everyone.
Do you want to know one of the big features from the community been asking for a long time that just got implemented in Path of Exile last year?
What was that?
If an enemy drops multiple of a currency item, it now drops as a single stack.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
Whereas previously, if an enemy drops, say, 3 orbs of alchemy, it will drop 3 individual orbs of alchemy.
And you have to pick each one up. Yeah.
You have to pick each one up individually. Feel the weight of the orbs of alchemy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a loot whore. I like watching loot explosions. That's fun. But at least make it easier to pick. Like, even Diablo 3 got it right. Well, not at first. You still had to pick those up at first, too. But later in its lifespan, they got it right, where if it dropped any number of crafting items, you were able to just pick them up by walking over them. And you didn't even have to worry about what you're actually walking over. That's trash.
Like, that doesn't reach that far, and it's a problem.
Oh wow, I still have a shitload of mana potions here. Hey, rune. Woo. I also remember back in the day before, I don't know which patch it was, but they didn't even have runes with different colors. You'd actually have to just read everything on screen and hope that you didn't miss a rune that actually mattered. Square. Fuck it. I did say I'll go through all of them until I find the right one. Oh, well, that was a mana shrine.
The enemies are unironically coming out of this portal faster than I can kill them. That's a problem. That's a problem.
You're like, this is not good. Abort mission, abort mission.
No, I can do this. It's just going to take like an hour.
I do also hate that they didn't... There's a lot of things that they could have changed when they remade this game. Especially because other ARPGs do exist and have done things better than this game did originally. But having to click on every single urn is annoying. Why didn't you just make them destructible objects where you can throw something at them and it works? But then again, I don't know if any ARPG other than Grim Dawn actually had destructible items that gave loot that mattered. Because I know D3 did, but they never gave loot, as far as I'm aware. They only just gave you the speed movement bonus. And then in this game, it's just too tedious. If it gave you a movement bonus after kicking enough urns, then maybe it would be still worth it. I really do hope that they make more content as they go through the seasons on this, because there's a lot of things that they could do to actually make more interesting things in the game. Because if you think about it, they could make actual like monster and frequents, just do that whole idea, because they already have the idea of unique monsters. Like, there are ones that are guaranteed to spawn in certain areas, and those same monsters are the ones that are also guaranteed to drop 2 items instead of just 1, like normal elite monsters do, or not champions, rare, I guess, monsters is what they would be considered. You could just make them drop 100% chance for a monster infrequent item. And that would be something I would want them to do as like a permanent thing, but technically they wouldn't have to do it permanent and just make it a season's gimmick, which would be fine. As much as I would rather them have certain things just be made permanent. But if they overinflate like new content into making all of them permanent, then some things could just basically overshadow another and end up making one whole season's gimmick that was made permanent entirely useless by the next season. So I do understand why they actually have it so that it's like, oh, this is this season's gimmick, because next season we might have a gimmick that makes this entire idea, even if it's permanent, useless. So which is what like D4 is currently on. The when Biff was like, "Oh yeah, they could absolutely make the malignant heart idea just a permanent thing." And then my only counter to that was, well, what if they just make something that does the exact same thing but better or more stuff or something? So they don't want to overcommit to something like that and then just fuck it over immediately in the next season. Which is what I would assume most things do, which is why I hated D3 and their choices on what they made permanent and what they wouldn't make permanent. Like when they revamped how partners worked and you would be able to use things that emanate from them onto you, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was a great addition to the game. That actually made me play it for 2 seasons straight. But I think the very next season was when they added the fourth canized cube slot. And then when they took that away, I just stopped playing for 2 seasons straight as well. I was like, that was literally the best thing you could have fucking done. Like, why not make that one permanent like something else? And they didn't do anything relatively even close to equivalent for later seasons. And I was like, you really could have just made it permanent then, right? Like, nothing would have overshadowed that. It wouldn't have overshadowed anything that they made in the seasons afterwards. So their decision making on like what should be added to the game as a new feature is mind-boggling to me.
I mean, they're already drip feeding new content. I mean, after all, season 2 we got, was it Thunder Charms and Terror Zones.
True. And if they don't make those permanent, though, I would say would still ruin the game. It would just go back to being regular D2. Essentially.
And then in season 3 we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new rune words.
Yeah. That is one thing I do appreciate of them, is making new rune words. One of my ideas that I've had for a long time, since I learned about the fact that the games can be modded and basically do whatever you want them to do, that I hadn't actually seen in any old D2 mods, was being able to like stack a single rune word into one rune. So you would have your 3-socketed chest with your 3-socketed rune word, but have 2 extra sockets to put in like a hell rune so you can lower the requirements and use it earlier, or you would be able to put a Zod rune into something that isn't making it already indestructible. And like that would be kind of cool, but also really broken, which would be a really good seasonal gimmick, and you wouldn't have to make it permanent. But a way to balance it, if you were to make it permanent, would be Uber runes. And it would almost be an exclusive thing to be for endgame content, basically. And you would be able to fight Uber bosses to get runes that can be crafted into a rune word by just using a cube and the proper runes to make your 5-socketed rune word and put it into a 1-socketed item. And then just equip it to any fucking legendary that you put a socket into. So you get a Breath of the Dying lightsaber phase blade, and voila, you just have a fucking good item no matter what you do now. But I'm not much of an endgame player anyways, because I've never gotten to a point where anything was endgame viable. Never gotten to or even seen an Uber fight. Never knew anyone who's actually done an Uber fight.
I can't carry you.
And then theoretically, if they were to actually do that, you'd be able to have multiple rune word runes in the same item. So you'd have like a stealth with something else simultaneously. I don't even remember. Oh, a stealth and stone would be pretty impressive to actually have. Or making like Splendor and Delirium simultaneously in the same helm. Shit would be wild. But then again, it's not characteristic of Blizzard to make games that are just absolutely absurdly broken by design. That they try to make it so that you can't just break the game. As shown by D4. They want you to fucking slog through the game. It's like, haven't you learned your lesson though? That's where they went with D3. It's like, oh yeah, it's definitely a slog. And then one of the more recent seasons, they're like, we just cut that whole fucking slog out. But the game, like the entirety of D3, just pisses me off to no end. So even removing the slog still made me not even care about the game at all. And I don't even know why the game necessarily rubs me the wrong way. Besides the fact of me always complaining about, like, you just don't really build a character. You're given a character template and you get to choose one of 3 ways to play it and 5 out of 6 different graphical effects for it. And that's the whole game for every character.
D3 is not that bad.
It's as far as I'm always told, it's just better with multiplayer, which is true. Unless you're playing with me, then I still make it terrible for everyone involved. Turns out when you don't listen, everything's much more difficult. What's this? 12% gold from monsters? That's trash.
No, some of my mates swore up and down Diablo 3 is dumbed down, and it's like, you can't dumb down something that's not that complex to begin with.
Yeah, that is true. Like, I didn't really think it was dumbed down. I just thought it was, like, bland.
It's the arcade ARPG.
Yeah.
You log in, you shut your brain off, you blow up the screen, and you receive dopamine.
And voila. Yeah. Yeah, I think where it falls short for me is it's not puzzly enough. There's not enough moving parts to it to make it complex if you want to make it complex. At least for my brain. Other people have probably done better at making it more interesting than I have. Then again, like the majority of the time that I played the game, after Reaper of Souls came out, I literally only ever played the Necromancer. Because I played the Shaman when I had it on console. I touched a Crusader and thought he was dog shit once it came out. Went back to the Witch Doctor again. And then got it on a different console. And that was after Torment update was released. So then I was like, oh, I'll fuck around with that a little bit. And then found out that I was still pretty bored of that. And then the Reaper of Souls came out, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, we got Necros now. And Necros kind of just stomped everything into the ground. And that was fun for a while. And then I got it on another console for PS4, and that's when I actually started doing it hardcore for a little while. And then I just got bored of it because I was able to get 3 from 0. I got 3 Necros to level 70 in a day and a half. And I was like, now I'm bored. Like, I keep getting to the same point and dying at the same point, and there's nothing I can actually fucking do about it because it's not like I could build my character better. I just have to wait for better shitty gear to drop because there will always be better gear the next time. And that's when I realized that I was like, I'm just bored of farming over and over again for the same item every time. And another thing that miffed me a lot was not being able to separate the seasonal rewards from hardcore and softcore.
Oh yeah, you should really be able to get one of each though. Although you'd have to make sure you can't trade. Like your hardcore stash and your softcore stash are different.
Yeah. Which one's Leaf? Is that one 4-socketed or 3-socketed? 2-socketed. I can actually make it. But I don't have a 2-socketed staff, so. What do you got? And now I'm learning from Cranky already. Fucking look at this shit and see if they're actually selling it for you.
Oh yeah, you just sort of flick back and forth between the Act 1 and the Act 2 vendors, see if they got socket.
1, 2. Hey, look. 2-socketed. It doesn't even matter which one I use either.
Right. Oh yeah, if you need Leaf, yeah. I mean, if you're fun fact, if you're after a socket, if you go back to that staff vendor, I'll show you a trick.
Yeah.
So you're still sort of bumbling around trying to find.
Yep.
So with this map setup where the door's behind it.
Oh yeah, you just walk out and walk back in.
Yeah.
Yep.
You do that at level 24 looking for a blink stick.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if you knew that, but yeah, as soon as you leave town, the inventory resets.
Yep.
So you can technically do the same with chassis if
it's up at the north end, yeah. Or yeah, I think that's technically the north end. Do I have a RAL? I can make a RAL. There we go. Alright. Oh, it does. Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Good morning.
Oh, that's not the vendor. I have so many fucking town portals, I don't even need most of them. Alright, Q. And that's about it. And you're dead.
Anyway, I'm gonna pop off Legend because it's nearly my bedtime.
Yep. Catch you later, Cranky.
Catch you around. Have a safe trip if I don't talk to you again before then.
Yep. I will definitely try.
Cool. Don't rob the train. It's not the Old West anymore.
Yep.
Okay, later, champ.
Later. Oh yeah. I should have made a leaf forever ago on my older druids that made it as far as this, at least. it would have sped them up a little bit. Except for the one that actually made it to hell mode. That one was kind of stacked on random drops. Got pretty lucky. As a matter of fact, that's the one that actually dropped the Oculus for me. Which made me want to try and make a sorceress, which I already did and it died at level 7, so that was a fun attempt. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, I need to get that in order to get Dire Wolf. That makes sense. Just re-summon all of those just in case. I do have to check what they actually drop, because they could drop something that I don't have. Stats.
I am overburdened.
Wow, I accidentally picked it up by just flicking.
I need money.
Nothing there. So he the defense one? Yeah, okay.
I am overburdened. Good to see you.
Hello.
I am overburdened.
Damn it, I tried to keep him alive, man. But I couldn't hit the right button because it kept hitting the escape because I can't. Why are you giving me only town portals, dick? Although, I can say Leaf did a shitload. It made a huge difference. Yeah, I should have made that forever ago. Yeah, well, at least I got a Volge for the next dude.
Greetings.
Alright, well,
Good day.
I probably won't be playing more after this, now that I'm actually tired. What's in this? Garbage. But before I hop off, there's also another idea that I had for things that they could add
I can't
as
carry
the
it.
game ages. They could probably, as they're adding new rune words and stuff, they could add new things that would be socketed, like have gloves with rune words and have boots with rune words and stuff. Do like 2 socketed sashes, like make gems do new things. Like that would be a nice little gimmick to have, either permanent or temporary, either way. I would be impressed if they did something like that. And think that they're actually going in a usable direction.
Yet. The arcade.
This is
Alright, that's for the next guy. Alright, sorry, whatever your name was. I didn't even get to learn your name. Roseanne. You worked well enough. We're going to take another Azrael, though.
I'll put that to good use.
There you go, buddy. You are now the embodiment of your previous self.
Greetings.
Alright, how much do these ones sell for? Are they actually worth selling? 50? Yeah, kinda. I only really need like 3 or 4. I don't need 4 sets of keys. Alright, let's make it to Act 3 and call it, because Act 3 is the worst.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta go talk to fucker. This fucker.
Not in town.
Greetings, honored
Shut up, you're the worst. The most useless character in the game. Oh no, my city is all fucked. You can't help here though. Fuck you.
Geronto.
Get your shit together. Da 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 da. Act 3. Alright, who cares about the cutscene?
Greetings.
And I want to try to never talk to him. I don't think I've ever tried that before. I think even save quitting actually changes where he spawns, right?
Good day.
Nope, he stays there. Alright, I want to see if he stays there as I go throughout the rest of the act. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for watching my horrible idea for proof of concept. And let's check. No. Let's give a shout out to basically everybody. Shout out at Grumpy, at Mellophone. Shout out for Uncle Cranky for hanging around in the voice chat as well. A shout out to KP for sticking around. And then shout out for Biff. And then we'll give a shout out to it's way too far back. There we go. You're bad. I suck. I don't know if you stream. Looks like you do. And then we'll see if Killix streams. Nope. Alright. And thanks everyone for sticking around. And do I want to raid out? Let's see if there's anyone on. Actually, let's see. I did shoutouts right now. Grumpy might actually be on right now.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you.
Shut up, ads. He's not. Alright. That's fine. Oh, we got Rolly though. And Grim Dawn is fun to watch. Keku. Last Warrior's also playing some PoE though. Yeah, let's send you Last Warrior Rock's way. I mean, I don't know. Do I want to watch Grim Dawn or do I want to watch PoE? Raid. We'll go hang out in some PoE. Roblox. Oh, well, Vic is also here. We'll do a shout out for Vic. If I could type, Jesus. Yep. I'm just barely getting off right now. I don't even know what Roblox actually is. I know that it has like multiple different game modes of a sort, I guess, is what you could call them, game modes. Maybe entire game styles. I've never been able to determine it. Oh, my ice bag is leaking on me. That's why. There's a hole in it. Alright, well, that's going in the trash. Gross. But, catch you later, Vic. I hope you have a nice morning. Oh, God. I need sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be whack.